Concerned about global warming and the urgent need to act now to protect human lives and the lives of all beings, members of the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association in Thailand and Alac, Vietnam, organized another climate change conference entitled Solutions for a Beautiful Planet. During the conference, distinguished guests and dignitaries from different parts of the world expressed their support for the meat-free diet as the single most effective solution to stop methane emissions and curb global warming. Held on August 15th at Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University in Nonthaburi, Thailand, over 2,500 guests attended the conference. Among the scores of distinguished guests and ambassadors who attended were Dr. Art Ong Junsai Na Ayutthaya, member of the Thai Parliament, former NASA scientist, Mr. Inuu Susuwan, Senior Executive Vice President of the Bank of Agriculture and Agriculture Cooperatives, Professor Dawan Wiwatanate, PhD, Deputy Director, Energy Research Institute, Chulalongkorn University, Sir Valelo Gardner Kwapile, Counselor of the Embassy of the Republic of South Africa, Sir Howell Howard, Regional Environment of the Economic Section of the Embassy of the United States of America, Sir Nikolai N. Pomoshninov, Minister Counselor of Embassy of Russia, and Sir Stepan N. Golovin, Representative of Embassy of Russia. Dr. Win Ta Nguyen, PhD, specializing in energy studies at Paris University in France. Dr. Win Tae Min Kyu, PhD, MD, Chairwoman of Food and Nutrition Association, and Dr. No Duk Vong, PhD, Environmentalist. Invited as guest of honor, Supreme Master Ching Hai graciously attended via live video conference to answer questions from the audience. In light of the scientific evidence stressing the grave state of our planet caused by climate change and the urgent need for immediate action, Supreme Master Ching Hai affirms the important message she has been delivering for over the past 2 decades. We must be organic vegetarian or vegan, meaning an animal-free diet. We now invite you to join us for the rebroadcast of the video conference on climate change with Supreme Master Ching Hai entitled Solutions for a Beautiful Planet, held on August 15th, 2009 in Nonthaburi, Thailand.
Hello everyone. We are the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association. I'm from Canada. And this handsome brother is from Bangkok.
สวัสดีครับท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านพวกเราคือสมาชิกสมาคมอนุตราจารย์ชิงไห่นานาชาติสาวสวยที่ยืนข้างผมมาจากแคนาดาแล้วผมเองมาจากกรุงเทพครับ Welcome all of you to this climate change conference entitled Solution for a Beautiful Planet.
And a heartfelt thank you for taking valuable time out of your day to join us here at the
Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University
in this beautiful and hospitable country of Thailand.
Our opening performance is a special traditional Thai dance from the central region of Thailand. Please enjoy. Thank you, Thai dancer, for a splendid opening number. This performance group is called Champu Pantip Rachasvinit Matayom. These very talented young performers range in age between 14 and 17. There are 41 Thai instruments and 26 dancers.
That was so awesome. Our heartfelt gratefulness to Supreme Master Ching Hai, our beloved master, for her compassionate acceptance to join today's conference as our special guest of honor, and for allowing us to hold this conference in order to awaken the entire world's population to quickly take action and save our beautiful planet. As you all know, we are living in a world of turmoil. We see it on the television all the time with an ever-increasing number of natural disasters. According to a recent World Bank report, the 5 greatest climate change-triggered catastrophes to humans are droughts, floods, hurricanes, rising sea levels, and damaged crops. These disasters are happening all around the world. All countries are being affected.
One of the main consequences of global warming crisis is rising sea levels, which have occurred more and more rapidly than the scientists predicted. Both the Arctic and Antarctic ice caps are melting, so are the Greenland ice sheets. Therefore, unless we stop global warming, the rising sea levels could be devastating. This truly is a problem of global magnitude. In recent years, Bangkok is among 13 of the 20 largest cities in the world at risk from rising sea level. Some areas in Bangkok are under sea level, and the highest point is only 3.5 to 5 feet, or 1 to 1.5 meters above sea level. Bangkok is gradually going under at a rate of 4 inches or 10 centimeters a year. Natural disasters, which came simultaneously and continuously, have caused enormous economic and social damage to this country and seriously affect people's lives and activities.
In addition to endless worries about natural disasters, pandemic diseases are also a problem that people in Thailand and the world are greatly concerned about. You will all remember how shocked we were by the SARS or H5N1 pandemic. Remember that? Yeah, everybody got scared. And now we face the swine flu or H1N1, which comes with an increasing number of deaths. The number of cases of people infected increases daily, and Thailand and all the world is rightly on constant alert. Obviously, Olak is also affected when sea levels rise. 35% of the population, as I understand it, will be in great danger if the sea levels rise by 5 meters, just 5 meters. Typhoons with accompanying flooding have continuously taken place during these recent years, which is a direct result of worsening global warming. But let's move to the Philippines for a moment. On February the 7th, 2006, there was a terrible mudslide in the Philippines, which engulfed more than 350 houses and a Class II school, burying over 1,100 people and wiping out a small village in Saigon.
The Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association is holding urgent climate change conference around the world. Today's conference here in Thailand is a meeting place for discussing the most effective solutions to combat aforementioned challenges. Once again, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Now, of course, we have all of these challenges, but we are ever positive that we can turn these problems around. Do you all remember the greeting President Obama during his election campaign? Who remembers? Yes, we can. So remember, he said that all the way through. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So do you think we can solve some of the challenges if we put our brilliant minds together? Yes, awesome. Then whenever we think about global warming, the climate crisis, and we wish to believe that we can overcome them for a better world, we're simply going to say, thank you very much. That's awesome. Yeah.
The program coordinators would like to share a few words with you, so let's welcome them to the stage.
Sawati krab. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Supreme Master Qinghai International Association, we would like to welcome all of you to this wonderful event, the Climate Change Conference, Solutions for a Beautiful Planet.
ยินดีต้อนรับทุกท่านสุภาพสตรีและสุภาพบุรุษทุกท่านในนามของสมาคมอนุตราจารย์ชิงไห่นานาชาติเราขอต้อนรับทุกท่านเข้าสู่งานสัมมนาภูมิภาคที่เปลี่ยนแปลงทางออกเพื่อโลกที่สวยงาม
First, to our beloved Master, we are so grateful to you for being the endless source of our inspiration. Without you, this event would not be possible. We love you very much.
อันดับแรกเราอยากจะขอบคุณท่านอาจารย์ที่รักที่ได้เป็นแรงบันดาลใจไม่รู้จบถ้าไม่มีท่านงานในวันนี้อาจเกิดขึ้นไม่ได้เรารักท่านอาจารย์มากเลยค่ะ
Our sincere appreciation to the local Thai government, the president of Sukhothai Thammatharat Open University, Associate Professor Dr. Prani Sankatawat, and also Dr. Ladawan Na Radong, for your generosity in granting us the use of this wonderful facility.
เราขอบคุณอย่างจริงใจรัฐบาลไทยอธิการบดีของมหาวิทยาลัยสุโขทัยธรรมาธิราชรองศาสตราจารย์ดร.ปราณีสังคทวัฒน์และรองศาสตราจารย์ดร.ลดวันณระนองสำหรับการเอื้อเฟื้อสถานที่อันยอดเยี่ยมแห่งนี้ให้เราใช้สัมมนาในวันนี้
To our expert panelists, we thank you for sharing your knowledge, support, and time. We appreciate your courage for speaking out on behalf of our precious planet.
สำหรับท่านผู้ทรงคุณวุฒิผู้เข้าร่วมการอภิปรายขอขอบคุณสำหรับการแบ่งปันความรู้การสนับสนุนและสละเวลาอันมีค่าของท่านเรารู้สึกยินดีกับความกล้าหาญในการเป็นกระบอกเสียงให้กับดาวเคราะห์อันล้ำค่าของเรา
We thank our distinguished guests for their presence and for sharing their valuable time. As leaders in your respective communities, your support will surely lead to a positive change.
เราขอบคุณแขกผู้มีเกียรติสำหรับการเข้าร่วมงานและสละเวลาที่มีค่าของท่านเนื่องจากท่านเป็นผู้นำชุมชนการสนับสนุนการท่านจะนำไปสู่การเปลี่ยนแปลงที่เป็นบวกอย่างแน่นอน
We would like to express our sincere gratitude to our brothers and sisters from all over the world, but especially those from here in Thailand and those from Alak or Vietnam who have spent a tremendous amount of time and energy to make this event successful.
เราอยากที่จะแสดงการขอบคุณอย่างจริงใจต่อเพื่อนบรรพนของเราจากทั่วโลกโดยเฉพาะผู้ที่มาจากประเทศไทยและประเทศเอาหลักผู้ที่ให้ได้ใช้พลังงานและเวลาอันมีค่ามากมายเพื่อให้งานในวันนี้ประสบความสำเร็จ
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special program prepared just for you. We sincerely hope that you'll be inspired by the following presentation and become a shining example for your local communities so that perhaps we can create a heaven on earth.
ท่านสุภาพสตรีและสุภาพบุรุษเรามีรายการพิเศษเตรียมไว้เพื่อท่านโดยเฉพาะเราหวังเป็นอย่างยิ่งว่าท่านจะได้รับแรงบันดาลใจจากการนำเสนอต่อไปนี้ และเป็นตัวอย่างที่สว่างใสให้กับชุมชนในพื้นที่ของท่านเพื่อว่าบางทีเราอาจสร้างสวรรค์บนโลกให้เป็นจริงได้
Thank you.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Our sincere thanks for your welcoming words.
Present in this magnificent conference hall today are many participants of our climate change conference, and we're greatly honored to welcome these distinguished guests, representatives of Royal Thailand and distinguished guests from OLAC. And we are especially very privileged to greet Supreme Master Ching Hai, for she is an outstanding spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and talented artist, joining us today through live broadcast television. Chances are many of you already have her pieces of artwork in your homes. She's quite prolific. Supreme Master Ching Hai will share with us her profound insights and research regarding global warming. And at the same time, she will be responding to questions from the audience in the questions and answers session. We hope that today's conference will inspire you, as well as every Earth citizen, to quickly take action for this beautiful planet. As you will hear, the situation is very serious. And maybe that's why you're here. You know that we're running out of time. According to Dr. James Hansen, the chief climatologist at NASA in the US, he tells us, along with Supreme Master Ching Hai, that we have less than 3.5 years before that dangerous tipping point. That's 3.5 years. That's not a lot of time. We invite all of you to take more action with us now.
Let us honor and introduce to you our distinguished guests, some of whom have graciously offered to share their expertise with us today. First one, Dr. Ong Chum Sai Na Ayutthaya, member of Thai Parliament, former NASA scientist. Mr. Ennu Sisuwan, Senior Executive Vice President of the Bank of Horticulture and Horticulture Cooperatives. Professor Dawan Viwattanadet, PhD, Deputy Director, Energy Research Institute, Chulalongkorn University.
Professor Banmanas Sirisombun, she's lecturer and agricultural technology. Dr. Siwat Ponpiachan, Department of Environmental Management, he's a lecturer, Prince of Songkhla University. Wonderful. Sir Valelo Gardner Kwapil, Counselor of the Embassy of the Republic of South Africa. Sir Howell Howard, Regional Environment of the Economic Section of the Embassy of the United States of America. Perfect, thank you.
Sir Nikolai N. Pomashninov, Minister, Consular of Embassy of Russia. And Sir Stepan N. Goldwyn, Representative of Embassy of Russia. Dr. Nguyen Cho Yang, PhD, specializing in energy studies at Paris University in France. Dr. Nguyen Thầy Mengel, PhD, MD, Chairwoman of Food and Nutrition Association. And Dr. Ngo Ding Wang, PhD.
These distinguished guests whom we have just introduced are among many other distinguished guests who are with us here today. Please join us in welcoming all of our distinguished guests with a warm Thai applause. We are very pleased to announce to you that today's program is a very meaningful event and therefore is being broadcast live on Supreme Master Television, a free-to-air television channel broadcasting 24/7 on 14 satellite platforms covering 6 continents, 11 cable television channels, 18 websites, and is also live broadcast on www.suprememastertv.com. You can always rely on Supreme Master Television for the truth about the climate crisis. So we encourage you to go there every single day to see the updates of what's really happening with the climate crisis and for the latest information.
In addition to guests who are present today conference, we are also honored to have received heartfelt congratulations to Supreme Master Xinghai from guests around the world who have expressed their profound concerns about climate change, which is daily threatening the survival of world population. Here are just a few of unfortunate effects of climate change and how choices have it create difficulties worldwide.
There are many effects, and we're just going to name a few. According to the World Health Organization, 29,500 children die every single day from starvation. They don't have enough food. How many of you in the room have children? Our children, your children, or our grandchildren could be next. We don't know what's happening with global warming. It's just running so quickly. Our children deserve to live too. So how many of these children do we want to have die? Well, the answer is 0. And we invite you to work with us to consider reducing that number from 29,500 children dying daily. You multiply that by 365 days of the year by several years. That's a huge number. We should not be seeing that happen. Second indication is that 1 billion people are starving every single year. Now, we have 6.7 billion people in the world today. 1/6 of them are starving. Again, they have no food. What's the answer? What's the number that we want? We want 0, right? That's what we want to work towards. A third indication is that we are losing up to 270 species of plants, animals, and birds every single day. 270 because of global warming. In Canada, for example, some of the little birds and creatures that I used to see as a child are no more. They simply don't exist. And did you know that we have lost 90% of our large sea creatures such as whales?
The oceans are dying. We have 400 dead zones now where nothing lives. This is due to fertilizers runoff, largely of livestock, contributing to the lack of oxygen which is necessary to support life. The ice caps are melting faster than we had expected. The Arctic ice cap is projected to be melted by the summer of 2012. Huge chunks of ice from the Antarctic ice cap are falling away, and Greenland is melting very quickly as well. Due to rising sea levels, 18 islands have completely submerged beneath the sea, with more than 40 other land nations at risk. Did you know this? This could be you and me next.
And speaking of water, we are experiencing water shortages in many places. In North America, we get most of our fruits and vegetables from Florida and from California. And both of these states are experiencing great water shortages. And so Supreme Master Qinghai is inviting us to grow our own vegetables. And aquifers under the major cities of Beijing and Delhi and Bangkok, right here in your own city, are drying up. So your water resources are also drying up. These are very serious issues. We wish for every child in the world to live in a safe world, where there is an abundance of water, but there's an abundance of food, so they don't have to die, and live in a world where we can make our decisions in harmony. Our children need a planet in which to live. It really is worth gathering together and working together to save this planet just for our children alone. And so we are here to invite all of you to collaborate even more. I know many of you are doing great things. I know it. We know it. and we thank you for that. But we invite you now to collaborate even more, because remember, we only have less than 3.5 years to do this. But can we solve these very serious issues? Yes, we can.
ไม่ทราบว่าจากการสัมมนาในวันนี้ค่ะได้ความรู้อะไรไปบ้างจากการสัมมนา
ก็เป็นคือตอนแรกถ้าพูดถึงเรื่องโลกร้อนเนี่ยฮะก็เข้าใจว่าเกี่ยวกับเรื่องแบบเกี่ยวกับการเผาน้ำมันการใช้การส่งใช่ไหมตอนนี้มาวันนี้ก็ได้ทราบแนวคิดแปลกๆข้อหนึ่งที่ว่าการที่เรากินไอ้พวกมังสวิรัติเนี่ยก็สามารถช่วยลดโลกร้อนได้ครับก็เป็นแนวคิดใหม่ฮะก็ตอนแรกก็ยังงงว่ามันสัมพันธ์กันยังไงตอนนี้พอมาฟังจากการประชุมกับสัมมนาเนี่ยเลยทำให้ทราบว่าในการที่เราแบบว่าลดคือเราเลิกกินเนื้อเนี่ยแล้วก็กินผักอะไรเนี่ยก็สามารถช่วยลดโลกร้อนได้
Thông qua hội thảo này thì tôi thấy được đây là một cái cách tiếp cận mới trong cái vấn đề bảo vệ môi trường, cũng như là tôi thấy đã có đông đảo những con người đang mong muốn hướng tới một cái có những cái hành động để góp phần làm cho trái đất tốt đẹp hơn và gọi là phát triển bền vững. Bất kỳ một loài nào trên trái đất này đều đóng một cái vai trò rất là quan trọng, tại vì nó đều nằm trong một cái mắt xích của hệ sinh thái và tất cả đều phải được coi cái vai trò như nhau trong vấn đề tồn tại của chúng ta trên trái đất này. Mong rằng là mọi người sẽ theo những cái cách sống như thế này có thể không chỉ góp phần làm cho trái đất đẹp hơn mà còn trong mối quan hệ giữa tất cả chúng ta tốt đẹp hơn. Tôi xin cảm ơn.
We appreciate your caring presence on today's episode of Words of Wisdom. Join us again on Tuesday for part 2 of Solutions for a Beautiful Planet. And now, please stay tuned for a journey through aesthetic realms coming up next, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay with us on Supreme Master Television. May your life overflow with God's boundless love and blessings.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW